This is a question that I receive a lot. So imagine for a moment that when we're born, we're connected to a vast ocean of knowledge. This ocean represents all of the potential information and experiences that are available to us. As we grow and develop, this knowledge is channeled through our life experiences, our senses, even our genetics. But here's the catch: as we receive this information, it doesn't just float freely within us. Instead, it carves channels. Think of them as rivers of thought and perception. Over time, these channels deepen and they harden, and they become more like canals that guide how we think and perceive the world. So these established canals become our habitual patterns, our go-to ways of viewing and interpreting everything around us. In psychology, we call these established patterns schemas. So here's where it gets a little bit tricky, because when new information comes our way, it doesn't just sit on the surface waiting for us to examine it objectively. Instead, it's funneled through these pre-existing canals or our schemas. This means we're always interpreting new experiences through the lens of our established patterns. So why do we get stuck? Well, it's kind of simple in a way that we get stuck because breaking free from these established canals is very hard work. Our brains are efficient machines, always looking for the path of least resistance. So it's easier to let new information flow through our existing channels than to carve new ones per se. Getting unstuck requires us to recognize these patterns and consciously work to create new channels or new schemas, new ways of thinking and viewing situations or the world as a whole. It means challenging our assumptions. It means questioning our habitual responses and being open to new perspectives. So remember, the ocean of knowledge is still vast and full of potential. The key is getting unstuck so that we can explore and keep allowing new streams of thought to flow, even if they don't fit neatly into our existing ways of thinking. By doing this, we can really break free from our stuck patterns and continue to grow and learn and evolve throughout our lives. Now, it's important to note that this explanation is really an oversimplification and represents just one way of looking at why some people may get stuck in their thinking patterns. Human psychology, as everyone knows, is very complex, and there can be many factors that contribute to someone's way of thinking or someone's way of behaving. And this information is not meant to be construed as mental health advice. If you're experiencing persistent difficulties with thought patterns or behaviors, I really encourage you to seek out help from a qualified mental health professional. Until next time, I'm Dr. Zachary